All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dickie here with OC. Going to be starting out a new podcast here presented by DrummerGodMusic. So, pretty much, this is our first podcast. I don't even know where to go from this. But pretty much what I'm going to tell you about is kind of sort of what we're going to be doing. And then I'm going to be bullshitting with this asshole about stuff. But anyway, dude, so DrummerGodMusic here is presenting this podcast. My name's Dickie. This is OC. It's Curtis.
Hello.
And so pretty much with this platform, it's all going to be about local music stuff the whole time. You know, that's what we're going to be pushing for. So pretty much we're going to be talking to local bands, but we're going to be doing it from the drummer's perspective. You know, long story short, we're not hating on any other musician, type of musician than a drummer. It's just you don't get too much of that drummer feel. You don't get too much from the drummer, in a lot of bands at all. So that's what we're just pushing for, Of course we love music and, fucking guitar players, bass players, singers, the whole nine, everybody. We're just doing it from the drummer's perspective, so you all know. But we're going to be talking to local music artists. We travel throughout the United States, so we're going to be in different areas at any given time. Sometimes we're in areas for a week. Sometimes we're in areas for 6 months, 9 months, a year even. But as of right now, this podcast is being shot in Fort Worth, Texas. We're in Fort Worth, and I connected with a bunch of local musicians. You met it with a bunch of dudes, too, when we were out. And we're going to be getting with some of them on our next few podcasts with their drummers. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing as of right now with this. Another big thing that DrummerGodMusic is going to be doing that we're going to let everybody know is we're going to be promoting bands. There's going to be a management agency starting for local musicians everywhere. Okay, I'm talking everywhere. We're not going to be even though this company technically is based out of the South Jersey area. It's going to be branched out to everywhere. We're going to be making all kinds of awesome networks for musicians for them to talk to. Whether it's, hey, I'm a band, dude, check out this new song, check this stuff out, or hey, yo, dude, I'm a drummer, I'm a guitar player, I'm a singer, I play this, I play that. Help me out. So that's what we're going to do. Also with that, the artists that we are going to be having on our shows in the next upcoming weeks, we are going to go out some of their shows. We're going to go ahead and film them. That's going to be cool as shit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We're going to film some of them up. We're going to put some of their live covered stuff up on our website and all of our platforms, the whole nine. We're even going to try, unfortunately with scheduling conflicts though, we are going to have some shows that are going to be after the podcasts, even though we interview the guy or girl, drummer, that wants to be on our show. And but we're going to go out and actually see what they do and how they jam out and how they kill it on stage, man. Give them a voice, give them a little bit more of a platform. This platform is going to be made for local music to be seen more. Okay. And DrummerGodMusic also will be launching in the next 2 months, maybe 3 months, their own their internet radio station as well, which is all going to be all local musicians. Okay. It's all going to be local bands from all over. We have lots of material already, and I want to gain a lot more material to keep throwing at DrummerGodMusic to keep promoting these guys and girls. So, with all that being said, you and me were talking about the other day, because naturally this first podcast, we don't want to just make it information based. Okay, we still want to have fun, and we still want to do our thing, that we talk about music and do our shit.
Gotta make it creative.
Yeah, exactly, right? You know what I'm saying? Screw the normal shit. So, we were talking about the other day, how we're talking about how famous bands made it famous, and they were cover bands at the fucking time, dude.
Yes.
So when we were talking about that, and I remember because when I was growing up, I was told about the band Rolling Stones. Everybody knows the Stones,
yes,
bro. Fuck. They were a cover band before they made it famous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's lots of other famous bands that made it famous as a cover band. But when you think of the Rolling Stones, you don't think that they were ever a freaking cover band. You figured, oh, Mick Jagger had his shit going, he was already having the swag. But no, man, Rolling Stones, they were one of many bands that made it famous being a cover band. Another one, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of Nickelback haters, a lot of people that love Nickelback. Mm-hmm. Nickelback was a cover band, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they got
I
sought.
didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. So they got seen as a cover band, and next thing you know, record label. Long story short, at least from like some of like behind the music stuff that I've seen, was pretty much somebody saw them and was like, "Oh my god, like, these guys are really good. Like they have an awesome stage presence. This, that, the other, and the third. Let me see if they want to make some music." And I'm pretty sure they had like quite a few originals anyway. Like a lot of cover bands do. It doesn't matter. But I mean, really, when you hear about that, that kind of makes me even more happy when it's like, oh, cool. Well, we can, you don't got to be that one band that's just got a million fucking originals.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
There's even better bands out there that haven't been recognized yet because they can't find a label.
That's true too. Mm-hmm. That's the part that I hate the most, and I've seen that a lot. You have so many bands that just because they don't have the money, they don't got a rich mommy and daddy,
but they got the talent.
Exactly, they got that shit going on. Mm-hmm. And you know what happens? Nothing, because they unfortunately can't spend the money to get where they need to be.
Yeah, sure not.
There's always one of those things where it was like you got to be in the right place at the right time. Well, right now, guess what? This is the right place in the right time. DrummerGodMusic is going to be the right place at the right time. I promise you that, because it's going to happen. But no, that is one thing that always like kind of deterred me sometimes as a musician. When you get pissed off, you're like, you know what, dude? I know I made like good music. I'm going to say I'm the best because I would never compare myself to anybody. I don't compare myself to anybody anyway.
Sure,
like,
me too.
Yeah, I compare myself to myself.
Try to get better every day.
Exactly, bro. That's the one thing my grandfather always said to me, bro. He's like, when you get older, he's like, be better than you were the day before. He goes, on whatever it was. It doesn't have to be one thing, everything in life. But yeah, for real. And that is another big message too that we should send out to everybody. Like, straight up, don't try to be better than anybody else out there. There's no reason to. Everybody's got different styles anyway.
Yeah,
your own style.
Everybody's better in their own thing.
Exactly. So do your thing. Be who you want to be, and guess what? Everybody else that wants to be an asshole about it, let them be an asshole about it.
True that. It's not like you have to use that to make money. It can just be a good habit that helps you every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in everyday life, just be a good freaking person. That'd be sweet. We need some more good people in this world.
Sure.
That being said, though, we're trying to be better and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not that. We were just talking about bands that were cover bands, right? That became famous, like Nickelback. I'm not a huge Nickelback fan at all. I love their first album, Silver Side Up. It was awesome.
I like a couple of their songs.
Yeah, I like
a lot though.
I like quite a few of their songs. They jam out, but they do get a lot of hate, man.
Sure enough.
They get a lot of fucking hate. But I mean, Chad, bro, you're doing it. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny and fucked up because I don't think Chad Kroeger, the lead singer of Nickelback, he was like considered like one of the ugliest males alive or some shit at one point. Like, I don't know if it was a joke. Yeah.
It's weird.
I know. And I was like the dude ain't ugly. Like, no homo. Like, I ain't gay and I don't care if you are. But like, just looking at another dude, I'm like, dude ain't that bad looking. Like,
they're just hating.
Why the fuck you hating on him so hard? And at the same time, any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying?
They might have just said that just to give like an open mind to people to check them out.
That's true too.
A lot of bands do that, and it's honestly good promotion for themselves.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I mean, and then again, like even when you look back on the Rolling Stones too, like those guys, like Mick Jagger and all them, they killed it back in the day, man. Like Rolling Stones were definitely one of the stapling freaking bands that made bands of what they are. But anyway, with that being said, so cover songs and stuff like that, bands, yada yada, the whole nine. So there's a series of albums that came out. It was Pop Goes Punk albums that came out. They did a whole ton of pop songs, stuff like that punk bands, metal bands covered and did awesome on. Some of them are a little, like it was alright, it was okay. But at the same time, a lot of those cover songs actually ended up bringing the original artist even more money. Because, I mean, I know in the music world, there's a few different ways that people get paid for that stuff, right? So, like, say you and me were in a band, and we go ahead and we decide to cover a song from, I don't know, a pop band or a pop artist like Bruno Mars or something, right? We go ahead and we decide to take a song from him and we make it into like a rock, metal, punk, whatever song.
Mm.
I know either, well, you got to kind of sort of ask for permission, to do that. But you get paid, but so does the original artist.
Sure, yeah.
So like there were songs that I actually found. God, I didn't even know these original artists because I knew who they were. I just didn't know it was them, like original wise. One song, it was called "I Knew You Were Trouble" by Taylor Swift. Shoot, I'm trying to remember who the heck did that freaking cover now, but oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. Who the hell did that cover? Now I gotta look it up. But anyway, they did this awesome cover, and when I say it was awesome, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And my daughter at the time, she was like 6, 7 years old. And we're in my Mustang and we're driving, we're going down to the shore. And I got it on and I'm jamming and it comes on and I'm singing it. And my daughter starts singing. She's like 6, 7 years old, and she's singing it the whole way through. And I'm like, how is this shit? And she's like, oh yeah, Daddy. She goes, that's Taylor Swift song. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I had no idea that was, you know what I mean? Like, but when I started looking more into that many years ago, I was like, oh shit. I was like, there's a lot of really good cover songs that are coming out. Let's just go ahead and say, which I don't hate Taylor Swift, okay, but it's not exactly my flavor. It's not something I'm going to go out of the way to listen to. If it's on, I'll listen to it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And she's a great artist, but it's not my flavor. But the couple of bands that have done her covers, like I Prevail did Blank Space by her. And I've done those at karaoke nights with friends. It was a lot of fun. And, but like, I'm like, dang. I'm like, this is actually like a really good song. I like it better in like the more hard rock metal version than the original. But it was also a way for me and my daughter to connect on a different level. You know what I mean? She liked a lot of that pop stuff. I kind of got her into metal for a while. But to me, that was just amazing. You know what I mean? With the cover songs.
When I first started hearing the cover songs, I was like in 6th grade, and one of my teachers, she went on vacation to a beach, and she brought back this little CD that they sell at the beach.
Yeah.
And this one dude, he started like making little pop songs off of like regular songs, like "Got the Moves" by Mick Jagger. That song?
Yeah.
They made like this like hippie version of it. It sounded pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool shit.
It was a long time ago.
I don't mind listening to alternate versions of songs. You know what I mean? I'm down with that. And since you said that too, and we were talking about Rolling Stones again, what's her? Kesha. Did you ever hear a chick named Kesha singer?
No, I haven't.
So I know her because of my little sister. My sister's 11 years younger than me, and so she was into Kesha. And more I learned about Kesha because I learned about artists and music and stuff. So like, found out that she's actually Mick Jagger's daughter apparently.
Oh damn.
At least that's what I've heard and what I've read. I don't know if it is a fact, so don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that Kesha is Mick Jagger's daughter. And she's even got like a part in her song that she mentions Mick Jagger. Something, something, something. If you look like Mick Jagger, cracks me up. But there's been a lot of good cover songs. Like even what you call it? Like Bad Wolves, they redid "Zombie" by the Cranberries. Awesome freaking song. I mean, and they made it even more awesome in their own little way. You know what I mean? The song "Glad You Came." I'm glad you came. That song. "We Came as Romans." They ended up covering that, and that was an awesome freaking cover, dude. So like, and hey, yo, guys, so when you see this, and we're talking about cover songs, right? Hit us up in the comments of what some of your favorite cover songs are. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear more. Like, I know a lot because I've done a lot of digging throughout the years, but you always miss shit. You know what I mean? So when you guys are, watching this and you're done watching this or whatever, in the comment section, hit us up with some freaking, I want to see some more cover songs. I don't care what genre it is, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not a big country fan or like modern rap fan. I'm an old school rapping, R&B kind of guy, hip hop, old school. But like definitely send me some covers because we'd like to hear that shit. But the song by chance "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, Nonpoint did a cover of that. If you have not heard that, you guys need to look that up. "In the Air" by Nonpoint. They killed that freaking song. And ironically, that we're saying that right now too, because that was on my mind. I just did a drum cover that just put up on Sunday. Song called "Breaking Skin" by Nonpoint. Love that freaking song, dude. That song kicks ass. That is an original of theirs though, "Breaking Skin." But Nonpoint did do "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins. Trying to think because there's so many cover songs that I do know, and now that it's like we're on the spot talking about it, you always get brain farts. Oh, here you go. What's her name? Chick named Mila J. She did a cover of "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana, and I believe it. Did you hear that?
What, the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude. I think it was for the Black Widow movie with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Black Widow. Yo, that song hits in a different way. Because the original is awesome. It's rockin' punk rock, kill some shit. It's awesome. The way she does it, it's like, it's beautiful on its own end. Like, if you never heard the original and then you heard that, you might actually end up hating the original. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. And you know what? For all the Disney lovers out there, okay, the song "Part of Your World" that the Little Mermaid sang. Okay, little Ariel, beautiful little mermaid. House, yeah. The name of the band is called Dream House. The band Dream House. They redid it. Bro, and they did it. That shit was awesome. They did like an awesome rock version of "Part of Your World." This chick from Dream House, dude, she can wail. She has a beautiful voice. You should definitely check them out too. Dream House is awesome. Even though we could ramble on and on and on and on all day right now, about cover music and famous bands, stuff of that nature. I do want to kind of sort of keep this podcast a little short for you guys. So pretty much what we'll end up doing is we're going to be letting all you know again that this platform is mainly going to be for local artists, and that's what we're going to be doing and pushing here is local music. There's a bunch of us who are striving together to try to make music more seen from the local perspective, because unfortunately it is harder nowadays, I think, for especially like the really, really good bands. Like, you know what I mean? Like
we saw some about a month ago when we went out to Trees.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
A lot of them are pretty cool actually. Which I'd never heard of them before, but the ones that first heard of them, it was pretty rocking.
Yeah, they're good, man. And I think that some of those guys and girls need to just be thrown in front of more people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, like check these dudes out. Like they got some shit going, And I can guarantee you that even if a local artist would even be able to even just make a decent wage, just support him and his family, or even if it is just themselves, whatever, playing what they love, they'd be way better off and happy. But not only that, we get to hear some, good new music. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them, they give up hopes after like 6 months because they're not getting that much seen.
That is a sad part, man. I hate hearing that too. Because so many people I've even heard too say the same thing. They gave up, and it's just because they didn't have the help.
Yeah.
They don't have the money.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, we're gonna end this podcast with just saying that we're gonna be pushing this local music thing hard. Please give us comments, anything, especially about those cover tunes that you guys might know that we might not. Throw it in the comments. Let us know what you think about certain cover songs, some of your favorites, ones that you didn't even like, even ones you didn't like. As they always say, there's going to be millions of people that love you and millions of people that hate you. Doesn't matter what profession you do in the world. Okay. So send us stuff. And as always, like everybody else says, like, subscribe, share this podcast, share the network. You know, tell your mama, tell your brothers, tell your friends, do the whole nine. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us on our first podcast. I know it was short and sweet. The next few coming up are going to be with other drummers from lots of other awesome local bands.
Can't wait.
I know, it's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait for this shit. Gonna go out and see them jam out, get some shit from them.
One more thing. Speaking of these stickers that I saw on the table, check out the merch that's going to be in the link in bio. DrummerGod stickers. There's going to be hats, shirts, keychains, sweatbands for your head too. It's pretty lit.
It's gonna be awesome. All that stuff will probably be ready. I think it was like in like the next like 3 weeks or so. All that stuff will be ready to roll out. And then on top of that too, our podcast, and we're doing right here, right now, we're gonna have our shirts and our logos and all that stuff up and ready. You might not see the logo on the first podcast right here, but you will see it next on the next one. All right. But anyway, guys, this is Dickie.
I'm OC.
From DrummerGodMusic. We want to thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.